Volleyball has added a wonderful dimension to my life.
I would say 90% of the friends that are close in my life I have met through volleyball.
Volleyball is probably one of the most personable sports, yet a sport that is so interactive with the 6 people on the court that they become your family, your friends.
You will meet people that chances are you would never have met.
I feel really fortunate that these people are in my life, and I can't imagine not having Steel City Volleyball as a part of my life.
Our best friends are people we've played volleyball with from day one.
The people I spend my holidays with, I met through volleyball. Some of those same people go on my family vacations.
If you're looking for a supportive group of people, then you'll find it in this league.
They've really made a difference for me and made me feel like I have a community.
It really began with a group of guys who got together in Shenley Park, put up a net, and started to play.
It was afternoon play on Sundays. It was a ritual. You have to understand that this was the early 80s in an area, a side street that they called the Fruit Loop. It's where gays could congregate safely. We played with a net that a friend brought and put the net between 2 existing trees. We'd get there usually by about 12 or 12:30 because the entire sides of the streets would park full by 1 or 1:30.
And then it progressed, and we'd even go like to the picnics. They would have picnics years ago on Memorial Day, 4th of July, and Labor Day. And we'd have games out there, drinking and playing and running around all day, and progressed. And then we'd go back to the park and every Sunday play between the true trees, and it was fun.
Back then it was very, very informal. People played mostly for the social aspect and mostly to just spend time with their friends.
It was an environment that was that you could base true friendships on. And you saw people in broad daylight rather than in the dark. You have to understand that back then, gays in Pittsburgh, it wasn't, this was kind of still a taboo thing. It was really Pittsburgh's early beginnings of a true gay community.
Finally somebody said, hey, why not get a little bit more organized and let's try to attract some people and actually create a league out of this.
And it really was formed at Chatham College with one net up there, and we'd have a league. There must have been good 8 teams.
And then as the league grew, we actually outgrew Chatham. So we moved into the Boys and Girls Club in Carnegie.
After being at Carnegie for a few years, they found that they could rent the Market House, which is a city parks venue.
The main draw to it initially was the fact that it was 2 gyms, and it was available to us first thing in the morning on Saturdays, which we played. The added bonus of it was that it was also in Southside, which is a great community. It's very gay-friendly, has a strong gay community. Plus, we played first thing in the morning, and we could therefore socialize afterwards by going to lunch and stuff. So it sort of covered the action portion of the league and the social portion of the league very well.
In 2001, we moved to the downtown YMCA, which was it was a very interesting change because the Market House was a little rundown, although I thought it had a lot of character. And the downtown Y is like this newer building. It sort of felt like the league was maturing in some ways and moving up.
At the downtown Y, it was great, but we had some parking issues, etc. Market House became available again, and we thought, let's go back to the Market House. Well, that was probably a little bit of a mistake at the time because the city wasn't running the Market House. So we had to clean the bathrooms. We had to wipe down the floors.
Clean the locker room and clean the floors.
Set up all the nets.
And pick up all the trash before we would start.
Provide our own toilet paper and paper towels for the bathroom.
And hang the curtains over the windows.
Put up tarp on the windows.
Stuff like that.
So it became more of a job than just a recreational thing, particularly for the people involved from the board. And so we chose to find another venue, which then we landed here at the Green Tree Sportsplex.
It's a much better facility. We have 3 courts now. We're growing like crazy.
What I love about this place is that it's professionally run, and the staff is great, and they've been very supportive, and all we really need to do is run and play.
We've gone from sort of secondary type facilities to now where we're in a front and center sort of commercial facility that is professionally run. We're on courts, and then there's on the other fields next to us are Little League softball players and soccer players. And we're right out there in public, which is not something that when this league first started would have happened. I think it sort of shows where the community has gone over the years.
3 years ago, Pittsburgh hit the critical mass where we could run our own tournament, which has been a really rewarding experience to have Pittsburgh on the NAGVA map. NAGVA is the North American Gay Volleyball Association.
We had our first tournament at the Monroeville Sports Center. Huge turnout for our very first tournament. It was a major success. The great thing about the Pittsburgh tournament is you see teams that come back year after year. To me as a tournament director, that's a very, very good feeling, knowing that these people like our city. They want to come back. They want to come back and enjoy the tournament. They had a blast.
I have to say that I'm really excited about where our league is going right now. This season, we actually have, I'm pretty sure it's over 130 people playing in the league, which is absolutely phenomenal.
I'm not sure if we can really explain the growth. There's some phenomenon happening that I'm not sure we can really take credit for. It's just happening.
This year, we decided to really set up 2 divisions, a recreational division and a competitive division. That way we can attract and hopefully retain players at all skill levels.
I think it's becoming a way more positive experience now that we're figuring out how to, divide people up and make sure that they're where they are best suited and where they can really flourish as a person and flourish as a player.
They try to even out the teams versus just having the one good team that dominates everybody.
One of the things that we've always strived for with regard to putting teams together in our league is balance. And so part of the rating process is intended to help us do that, so that every team, whether they're in the competitive division or the rec division, will have players at varying skill levels.
The Steel City Volleyball League, they work with you to become a better player. They're always including you.
When you haven't played in a long time, it's nice to have somebody who actually on your team is there to give you advice on what to do. It's not just guys just being competitive. And you actually have people who are caring about the people who they're playing with. So it's great to have that kind of camaraderie. So I enjoy this league here a lot.
One of the things I enjoy about the league is the fact that they take people who may not be the very best at volleyball or may have never played before, and they actually take time to mentor them.
There's a role for everybody. You can be a hitter, you can be a setter, you can be back row, and you can just be good at what you're good at. You don't have to be good at everything.
At any given time, any person can just be a superstar and just shine.
People will help you. Everyone is here and they help. No one criticizes you. It's all about just having fun and learning the game.
Our league is for all levels, and in the hopes that people want to improve upon themselves.
I don't think that mean people last very long in our league. They usually get upset and take off because people don't put up with it. You have to be a good person in this league. I believe that. And if not, you probably won't last very long. And so there's a bit of a filter there, and then I believe that people attract people who are like themselves. And this group that started the league was a good group of people, and that has stayed there, and we continue to attract good friends.
The physical activity, once again, is not the bottom line end of everything. It's the social aspects and the connections that you can make there that are important. So
when I think about the friends that I have, the friends that I hang out with, they all are from the Volleyball League. I think it's a great organization for exercise, for friendship, and I am not kidding when I say everybody that I hang out with, I met through volleyball.
I really am quite fortunate to be a part of this league and just to have made the solid friendships that I have, that I've been blessed with in my life. It really has come through volleyball.
In coming into the Gay Volleyball League, I realized that I was going to meet people that I knew I would have for a long time.
And just to think of all the friendships that I developed and all the people that I know, it's really powerfully impacted me, as you can see, and I'm so glad that I can be here to, tell my story, because, this is what I wanted my life to be like, and just being me and being fun, and I got it from the league, it's where I met my friends.
My best friends in life are people I met through volleyball, not at the bars, and that's how I define sort of my gay community.
When we started meeting people outside a bar atmosphere is what generated true friendships, I think.
When I came into the league, what was so important is that I was able to intermingle with women. That interaction in our community is so important. I meet wonderful friends like Becky. Becky was, she's just a gem. And where else would I have met her in this community but in the league?
The diversity of the league runs the gamut from your young 20-year-olds all the way up to your 50-year-olds. So we have Indians, we have Asian Americans, African Americans, Latino Americans. You have highly educated, those who are still in college. So I think the diversity of the league is really, really at a high.
And the other group of people I don't think that we reach out to, and we need to make an effort as we grow the league, as the transgender group. We don't exclude anybody, but we haven't really reached out to try to recruit from that population.
The league says that they're open to all types of people, and they really do live up to that claim.
I think that anybody could walk into the league and be comfortable. We don't push the fact that people aren't the same sexuality as we are. So
I'm heterosexual, but I haven't felt awkward at all playing with my peers here. And in fact, I've brought a lot of my heterosexual friends to come and play.
I think that our core values are to create friendships, create an atmosphere where folks can play volleyball, and that's what we do.
Before I joined the league and my brother brought me to the league, I was pretty much a closeted gay man. Didn't have positive identity at all. And through the league, I was able to identify people that, I'm not sure if I would call them positive role models, but positive images of why it was okay to be gay. And so I got the outlet of playing sports. It was a place of comfort for me to interact and get to know people. And it eventually led to sort of shaping who I am as a gay person.
If I had never joined the Gay Volleyball League, it's interesting. I don't really know where I would be. I mean, especially in the mid-90s, you met most of your friends at the bar, and I was pretty shy at that time. Volleyball was an outlet to, a great social outlet so that I could meet friends in a sports setting. And I don't know, it really brought me a lot of self-confidence and brought my personality out. I don't know how that would have happened any other way.
I kind of thought about where would I be today if I hadn't joined the league. Who would be the people in my support group? Who would be my close friends? And I honestly say I don't know where I would be without coming here.
I was not truly out when I joined the league. I had come out to some friends in Indiana, and my goal of moving to Pittsburgh was to give myself a fresh start, coming to terms with who I am and sort of embracing that aspect of my life.
Being a part of the Volleyball League actually gave me the confidence to come out to more of my friends. And I actually would say it really helped with the confidence in coming out to my family.
Recently, my partner and I just celebrated 25 years together, and we celebrated in Maine at a very quaint inn with 15 people that I have either played volleyball with or friends that I've become associated with through volleyball, and we had a wonderful time. So I have quite a circle of friends. I have a few friends that I boat with that actually I met through volleyball, play volleyball with and hang out with, so it became kind of a close-knit group of people that made it easier for me to function at work in a homophobic environment, and not have to spend, so much of my time closeted, I guess you would say.
Coming out at 19, being 20 years old when I started the league, I myself was very unsure of myself and what even a gay life entailed, I was a country boy. Came to the small city of Pittsburgh, but still it helped, and Not that you need gay friends, but it's nice to have people who share your views and your lifestyle.
It's the whole coming out idea of people getting to know gay people.
What I see when I walk into volleyball every Sunday, it's a changing answer, because initially what I see is a lot of scared faces, much like I was. And towards the end of the year, you see all of that go away, you see friendships forge, you see people relax and just focus on volleyball.
I keep coming back to the league because it was really a lot of fun. I met a lot of people that I really liked. I was never athletic in my life, and I discovered that I was getting better.
If you think about volleyball, I think people connect with it because everyone's played it. Everyone's gone through those high school gym classes where the coach makes them play.
When you're focused on volleyball, you're not focusing on your bad week or whatever happened to you that week. It's just volleyball if you let it be.
Not to mention that it's a wonderful place for people who are younger to have the opportunity to be in a healthy environment, that we're playing a game, we talk about different activities.
And it's a team sport. I think team sports just facilitate that connection with other people. You have to learn to work together, you have to learn to interact with people of different backgrounds.
You're not feeling the pressure of I have to live up to some standard that I might in other fields of my life. And that's just not here. It's just laid back and people having fun.
You know, everyone has to start somewhere, and regardless of where you fall in that spectrum of skills, just give it a whirl.
I feel like a lot of times you go out somewhere and you're being judged. When you come here, it's not about that at all. It's about having fun and just getting along.
If you want to learn the game, you're serious about learning the game, but you want to meet some great people who you have some things in common with, then we're the place to come. It's a supportive environment, it's a fun environment, and you get great exercise. So why not try it? This is my shot at Hollywood, thank you. Sorry. He wants to score the game.
Well, the Steel City Volleyball kicks ass. I don't know if you can put that in there. Here, actually, at the Market House is where they played.
Okay, we played here at the Market House.
Sorry. I'll try to do better. Come on.
My John Withrow pros. Well, in the 90s I heard that, or I saw something. I'm sorry, John. This is
Oh, girl, look at that. Oh. That's fun. It's like Whitney Houston when she used to sing. Remember she had that napkin in her hand?
Can I keep that?
Absolutely. We'll sell it on eBay.
I come back every week basically because I bring the balls with me.
Yeah, you can like cut to those, as I'm talking about. Use a nice cross dissolve too.
It was mostly all guys, except for John.
Now this is the John they're talking about.
Yes, and she's so masculine.
At the time, I didn't really know a whole lot of gay people. So now I know a lot more gay people, and I have a lot more gay friends. And it's really kind of opened my eyes to a whole new world of gayness, actually.
Yes!
Whatever you want to ask, it's fine with me.
The guys always call me stupid lesbian all the time when I do something stupid. And I got used to it.
Corner. Probably skin coming off my chest.
Should I pick it off?
He's filming this.
We cannot put this on tape, but I will like get soaking wet in the first 5 minutes. It's fabulous.
No, usually you were at the park all night long in your little big Cadillac you had, legs up on the ceiling.
At least I can lift my legs up over my head.
Oh, that's true.
But when you spike the ball, what do you do?
Hey, Wendy. You're in the shot.
Great. Intramural. Took a picture.
I do that.
Wendy.
Yeah, you're gonna stop taking pictures. It has a scent. Did you watch that? It's specific to my friend's camera, but it just made. Wendy, we're gonna have to go Christian Bale. It just these lights are.